I am currently a fellow at the University of Pennsylvania in hematology oncology. I'm originally from the Chicagoland area, a pretty small town called Oak Brook that's just west of the city. And I lived there in the Midwest basically for all my life until I moved out to Philadelphia. I had gone to Washington University in St. Louis for undergraduate and then had come back to Chicago to attend med school at the University of Illinois, which is located in the city. Simultaneously, while I was in med school, I was performing research at Northwestern University as a Howard Hughes Medical Institute medical research fellow in the laboratory of John Crispino. And that really was transformative and sparked a lot of my career interest in combining medical practice and research, which is ultimately the sort of career track that I've walking down in the future. I decided to start getting involved in coaching medical school candidates because I was very fortunate during my undergraduate studies that Washington University had an excellent pre-health office, and they, from a very early standpoint, they started having counselors and people who are in positions that we wanted to be in our careers help us start formulating our applications in order to get into the medical school that we wanted to. Most students in the country and frankly the world do not have those same opportunities. And when I got to medical school, I realized that there's so many people who have all of the raw material to be excellent doctors. They have the grades, they have the ambition, and they have the personalities. It's just that sometimes they don't have the direction and they don't have the consolidated story or don't have the counseling to be able to put their story into a consolidated story in order to communicate that to others. And in seeing that, I felt that that was some area that I could give back. And it's my own little way of mentorship. And even with other candidates, I've really sought to try to remain in contact even after they've been accepted to medical school, because this is a relatively small field, and I think that every single person we meet is a valuable relationship moving forward. And the more we can give back to our junior colleagues, the better it is for all of us. Yeah, so my coaching style, I think I break down into 3 different aspects. So first of all, I really want to get to know the candidate outside of the typical med school candidacy, materials. So I want to get to know who they are as a person, what their background story is, because I find for most people, their upbringing and the life experiences they had, that's probably the biggest trigger that they had for wanting to pursue medicine. And being able to make that come out in an application is invaluable. Then secondly, I want to try to have very, very close contact and have an open stream of communication between applicants, essentially an open door policy, because all of these things in terms of application materials, prepping for interviews, and even trying to decide on schools once people have gained acceptances, these are a lot of major decisions that it's normal to not have all of those decisions made right away. And so it's helpful to have someone along the way being able to coach you through that and try to navigate this somewhat difficult process. And then thirdly, I want there to be very open candidate feedback. So I try to be as adaptable as I can to what is going to be in a candidate's best interest. And so if there are certain things that they find help them more, so either me prompting them more for their essays, for example, rather than me trying to just give feedback every time they edit it, I try to keep an open line of feedback because that's also a way that I can improve in order to help candidates in the future as well. By far and away, my favorite thing is being able to see people succeed. I can think of even one candidate with whom I'm working who wasn't accepted the first time around when they applied to medical school. And that's a really disheartening feeling. People pour their heart and souls and 4 years of their lives into undergraduate in order to prepare for that moment to apply to medical school. And if you don't get accepted right away, it can be really defeating. And so being able to turn that around for someone and being able to give them that opportunity that they thought they may have lost, that's by far and away the most rewarding thing for me.